The rain of London blurred the neon lights of Canary Wharf, turning the glass towers into shimmering pillars of electric blue. Inside a luxury high-rise, Elan sat in total silence. He was a strikingly handsome Kurdish developer, known for his sharp jawline and deep, intelligent eyes. Beside him stood Sarya, a breathtaking Kurdish strategist with long, silken raven hair and an effortless style that commanded the room. They were the power couple of 2026 tech. Yet, tonight, the air was heavy with a quiet panic. Elan stared at his screen, his hands trembling slightly. He had just realized that for the last 6 months, he hadn't made a single original creative decision. Every line of code, every strategic move, and even his personal schedule had been dictated by his AI agents. He felt like a ghost. He was suffering from agency decay. Sarya looked at him, her own bright eyes clouded with the same realization. They were successful, they were wealthy, but they were no longer the authors of their own lives. They were passengers in a high-speed vehicle they no longer knew how to drive. Before we reveal the journey Elan and Sarya took to reclaim their souls and their power, I want you to pause. Please, open your mindset journal. This is not just a notebook. It is your anchor in a world that wants to automate your thoughts. This simple act of holding a pen is your first act of rebellion against digital helplessness. Are you ready to take back the wheel? Let's begin. The crisis peaked when Elan and Sarya were asked to present a vision for a new decentralized city. When the AI server went down for maintenance, they both froze. They realized they had lost the mental muscle to think from first principles. That night, they made a radical choice. They left London for a week, traveling to the rugged mountains where their ancestors once walked, carrying nothing but their journals. They forced themselves to solve problems by hand. They sat in the silence of their own minds. The struggle was real. Their brains felt heavy and slow. But slowly, the mental fog of agency decay began to lift. They discovered that by reintroducing intentional struggle, they were actually feeding their own genius. They moved from being observers of the revolution to being its leaders. They realized that true success isn't about how much you can automate. It's about how much you can choose. Why was their brilliance fading in the heart of London? Neuropsychology reveals that our executive function, the CEO of our brain, is like a muscle. It follows the use it or lose it rule. When Elan and Sarya let agents handle every complex task, their prefrontal cortex began to lose synaptic density. This is the science of agency decay. By removing all choice friction, they were inadvertently shutting down the part of the brain that defines their unique identity. To fix it, they had to re-engage their brain's internal locus of control. This is the psychological belief that you are the cause of your success, not an external tool. By intentionally choosing manual mode for key parts of their lives, they were performing neural reconsolidation. They were rewiring their brains to handle pressure and complexity again, allowing them to use AI as a cognitive partner rather than a mental replacement. I am calling out to you, the freelancer struggling to find your voice, the student relying on prompts for every essay, and the 9-to-5 worker who feels like a cog in an automated machine. You are losing your edge. In 2026, the most valuable asset is not your AI, it is your sovereign intelligence. The climax of their transformation happened back in the city. Elan and Sarya didn't delete their AI, they mastered it. They used a single AI tool to build a thriving faceless YouTube empire, earning between $4,000 and $8,000 a month. But this time, they were the architects. They used the AI to handle the busy work of animation and editing, while they provided the soul, the strategy, and the deep Kurdish storytelling of their heritage. They felt a rush of adrenaline and pride. They weren't just users, they were empowered creators. They stood on their balcony, looking at the London skyline, and for the first time in years, they felt in total control of their destiny. They had stopped the decay and unlocked unstoppable success. They were no longer ghosts in the machine. They were the masters leading the revolution. To lock in your own transformation today, let's learn these 3 golden terms. Agency decay. This is the erosion of your ability to make independent choices. In the story, Elan and Sarya felt this when they realized they couldn't think without their agents. It is the danger of letting technology live your life for you. Decision atrophy. Much like a muscle that isn't used, your brain's decision-making centers get weak when you automate everything. Our characters had to go to the mountains to exercise this muscle again to find their strength. Sovereign intelligence. This is the ultimate goal. It means using AI to amplify your power, while you remain the 100% authority over the final vision. Elan and Sarya achieved this by using the one-tool method to build their business while keeping their creative spark alive. Now, let's open your mindset journal for our journaling workshop. I want you to identify one area of your life where you have given up control to an algorithm. Write it down. Now, write one sovereign action you will take today to reclaim that space. Finally, write this affirmation. I am the architect of my own mind. The machine is my apprentice. This simple exercise is how you begin to rebuild your neural pathways and reclaim your power. The age of the automated world is here, but your soul cannot be programmed. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you are ready to stay human and stay successful in 2026, please subscribe and join our community of thinkers. Your mind is your greatest weapon. Keep it sharp, and stay true to yourself. Goodbye for now.